Hi guys, I'm 38 weeks and 5 days. I guess my first symptom this week is I have just not been sleeping well at all. My hips are just like worse than ever before, and they wake me up every night because they're like aching so bad, and it's like it's beyond my hips now. It's like radiating into like my butt cheek and my lower back. So yeah, every night I wake up in the middle of the night and I'll be awake for a few hours because of it. Usually I get out of bed and I'll get in like a squatting position and sit on my birthing ball and like just try to stretch to relieve some of the tension off of my hips. So yeah, and let's see, I had my doctor appointment yesterday. That's why I waited so long to make this video, because I kind of wanted to see where we were at with that before I updated. And we are 2 centimeters dilated, and she didn't tell me how effaced I am, which I didn't think about till later. And she did a membrane sweep, and that hurt really bad. I've heard before that it's like uncomfortable, but for me it was beyond uncomfortable. It really hurt. And I was kind of surprised in myself, like the way I reacted, because I mean, like I said, I've heard before that it was uncomfortable, but like I think when I went in for it, I was just more excited about it, so I wasn't really thinking that it was going to be uncomfortable. I don't know, I just wasn't thinking about it, and she didn't like give me any warning at all. So it really shocked me like how much it hurt, and I think I may have screamed a little bit. Yeah, and because I was like just, you know, surprised at myself that I reacted like that. So I was like, does everybody like react like that? But she said that my cervix is really high up and really far back, which doesn't have anything to do with my pregnancy. It's just like my personal anatomy, I guess. So she said she had to like reach in like a lot deeper than she normally does to find my cervix. So she said that's probably why it hurt so bad. So I don't want to scare anybody. You know, maybe your cervix will be easier to find than mine was, but yeah, it really honestly like scared me for labor, because I even asked her, I was like, if this hurts me so bad, how the heck am I supposed to have a baby? I seriously like need to be practicing my Lamaze, because if I react to labor how I reacted to the membrane sweep, then I'm like setting myself up to be miserable. But yeah, so she went ahead and made me an appointment for the day after his due date, because she said she doesn't need to see me again unless I'm overdue, because she said she highly doubts that we're even going to make it until his due date. So we will see. That would be exciting. I'll be happy like as long as he's due, or as long as he's born by his due date. I mean, I'll be happy regardless, but if he's overdue, I'm going to be a little bit discouraged, I think. And then last night after I came home from my appointment, a few hours later, I was just really crampy. I would say I was definitely having contractions. My stomach was tightening and I was getting like the crampiness with it. But they were really irregular. Like I would get a few that would be 10 10 or 15 minutes apart, and then I would go like a whole hour without getting any. But I was keeping track of them and timing them and everything. But once I woke up this morning, or in the middle of the night, whatever, I haven't had any more since then. So I definitely think that they were like real contractions, but I don't think that they were like contractions that were necessarily doing anything. I think it was just more my body responding to the sweep. So yeah, and then also I lost my mucus plug, like, I think in sections. I don't know if that like happens a lot, but I noticed earlier in the week that, you know, it came out and it was like clear and everything. And then last night, after my appointment and after she did the sweep and everything, like more came out. And I wouldn't say necessarily that it was bloody, but I mean, it was a little bit bloody, but not like, you know, nothing like spotting or anything like that, but just like it was a little bit stained with blood. So yeah, that's probably like the most exciting stuff I have to update on this week. So I guess, I don't know, we'll see what happens. It's kind of just a waiting game at this point. Also, I've been peeing a lot, and sometimes I'll feel like my bladder's really full and I'll feel like, you know, I have to pee right now, and then I'll go pee and it will only be like, I don't know, it feels like a tablespoon or something. So I don't know, that's probably just because the baby's like crowding my bladder. So when there's like less urine in it, it feels like I have to pee more. And then I've been getting leg cramps again at night. Earlier this week, I haven't lately, but for a few consecutive days in the beginning of the week, I was getting like really sharp like shocks in my cervix. And I think that was just like the baby's head pressing on it, and starting to get things dilated. And the last symptom I've had this week is the last few days I've just had like this huge energy burst, and I've gotten everything done on my like to-do list of what I wanted to get done before I have him. And so I completely like deep cleaned the house. I don't think it was nesting. I wouldn't say it was nesting because, like, honestly, I didn't really feel like doing it. I kind of just wanted it to like clean itself. But at the same time, the energy burst kind of got me motivated to get it done. So yeah, I swept, I mopped, I dusted everything, I vacuumed all of the baseboards in the house, I bleached the bathroom, and I shampooed the carpets. So I think I am ready for him now, because I wanted to make sure to do like a really good job on the house before he gets here, just because like I know after he comes, I don't know the next time I'll get a chance to like, you know, really deep clean the house. So yeah, now it's just a waiting game, and we will see what happens if the membrane sweep kind of motivates my body to start progressing. So I'll go ahead and show you guys my 38-week and 5-day belly. So thanks for watching, and if I am still pregnant, then I will see you for my 39-week update. Bye!